Okay, thank you all for coming here. Um, I know this was kind of a really short notice meeting, so I'm really appreciative that you guys were able to make it. This meeting is also going to be recorded, so that way it can be put on our website so that others can view this meeting as well. Um, the main reason I wanted you all here today, especially staff and new people, is because there seems to be lots of issues and confusion with the change that we're making for the free land. Um, we've been open to the public since March 1st of 2011. Shortly after that, we made free land, and it has been free ever since. Um, just recently at our last town hall meeting, after many meetings and a lot of deliberation about this, we have decided that we are going to be changing the way the free lands are. Free land will always be free. Let me put that out there right away. You will never pay for free land. The only thing we're changing is the amount of time you're able to occupy free land. Um, so who it will affect? It'll affect anybody and everybody on the grid. It doesn't matter if you've had free land for 3 years. We're implementing the new procedures as of August 1st. So starting on August 1st, if you have a free parcel on that day, it will be day number 1. Each member will get 60 days of free land. They do not have to be consecutive. They go by a 7-day period because your box will be rented for 7 days, just as it is now. So if you click your box, it will automatically tally up 7 days out of that 60-day usage. You will get a total of 60 days. So if you rent a box for 7 days and then you're gone again and you don't come back for another month and you click a box again, that will start day 8. It doesn't matter how old you are or how long you were gone in between time. So each person will get 60 days. And Damien has written a program that's going to be tracking all of this. So it's actually easier on us. Yes. Yes. Okay. Um, now, a lot of people are confused. They ask, well, can I pay? How much will it cost then after the 60 days? After your 60 days are done, you will no longer be eligible to be on free land. So it's not going to cost you to pay that costs you to stay on free land because you simply won't be eligible. But the other question that we're getting is, what do I do when the 60 days is over? There are a lot of options. We have regions that we sell. We have our economy region, which is 15,000 prims for $35 a month. We also have our elite region, which is 40,000 prims for $65 a month. For those of you who cannot afford or want to buy a full region like that, as of August 1st, we are implementing mainland. Mainland is a quarter parcel. quarter sim parcel, yes. And that will be $11 a month. So that's significantly cheaper than the regions that we have. If you decide those three will not work for you, we have landowners here on the grid that are going to be renting, and they are right now renting out parcels, quarter sims, half sims, full sims, for residential and commercial, I believe. So you would be able to talk with some of those landowners to maybe rent a parcel from them. For those who do not have any money to rent a parcel at all, or buy a region, or buy mainland, another option is to be part of my staff. I have a mentor team, which is above and beyond what a greeter is. The mentors work 4 hours a week at the Welcome Zone, and you are able to get a parcel. It's a 2,000 prim parcel on staff land here for as long as you continue to remain in good standings as a mentor, which means you're putting in your 4 hours a week. That parcel is free for you. It's residential only, but it is free for you to use the whole time you're a mentor, and it's 2,000 prims. I believe if you talk with Sophia, there are some marketing positions that also offer that same staff land, which she can tell you more in detail if there's any openings and what they would be. Okay, with the mentors and the marketing positions, there are limited numbers. So we don't want to have, 10 million mentors and marketing team, because that we just simply don't need all that. But we do have, I know on my mentor team, we do have a lot of positions open. All right. My next thing I want to talk about is why the change. We get that. We get people that understand what we're doing, but they don't understand why. Here at Island Oasis, we try to be as transparent as possible, keeping all of our members up to date and understanding of why we do the things we do. Because any changes that we make is going to affect our members. So at the end of the day, every Pelino on this grid, our decision is what is going to be best for the grid as a whole, not just for a select few or anything. It's what's going to be best for Island Oasis. So why the change? Well, I'll tell you a little bit about IO and how it runs. We do not charge like SL. I'm going to use Second Life. Can I see kind of a show of hands? Who is all from SL or has been in Second Life? Okay, so a fair amount of you have been in Second Life, maybe are still there. So my referencing to that, you'll be able to understand. In Second Life, they charge you $10 for, or excuse me, 10 linden for every picture you take. That's profit money that they're making. We do not charge. You could take a zillion pictures. Our servers are still hosting all that space for every picture that's taken, but we still do not charge for that. Second Life, if you are any kind of a content creator and you make something on your computer and you want to bring it into Second Life, Second Life will charge you 10 linden for every little thing. Every texture is 10 linden. Every prim is 10 linden. Um, Mesh, I don't even want to go there. Allie or Sophia is the one who knows more about that, but I know that they put limits or something. I just know it costs. um, they have increased. That's never a good thing. So SL will charge you for any kind of importing. They'll charge you for any kind of importing things. I know I tried to do my avatar and I couldn't even get my hair in. I ran out of linden. Because I'm really in SL right at this point in time, kind of for marketing things. So I don't keep a lot of linden. So it costs, hundreds just to get sugar mostly in there. Um, they charge you for partnering. They charge you twice as much to unpartner, which I think is a good idea because that's kind of like real life. A divorce will kill you. Just saying. Um, these are all the types of things that SL charges for and ways that they make money. They also take a cut of your money. So when you buy money or you cash out your money, they take a certain portion both times. All of these things I'm telling you, we do not do. Classifieds, you want any kind of a classified, you have to pay. The more you pay, the higher the classified. Groups, you want to create a group, you have to pay. I believe groups are 100, Lyndon, to create a group. I'm trying to think. But you kind of get the idea of just with that alone, how much money that SL is nickel and diming. That is something that me and Damien felt very strong about that we did not want to do. So we don't charge for any of that. But we still have to host, we still have to buy all of our servers because we buy our servers. We don't have people hosting our servers. We host our own servers. We build our machines. That way, the buck stops with us. If something breaks, we are right here to fix it and take care of it. And we don't have to go to some third-party hosting company and send in a ticket, a help ticket, like a lot of these do. We do it all. But with that, it also costs a lot of money. Each one of our servers costs around $1,000 US. That's just to build it. If we were to buy pre-made ones, we were looking between $2,500 and $3,000. But because we happen to be computer geeks, we're able to, I've been building computers for years. So we're able to build very big, beefy servers to run I/O. Now, if you take those servers and for the amount of data that the servers have to host, including the freelance, it's still costing lots of money, but the freelance, there is no return. It's still using lots and lots of resources because as of right now, we have 32 regions, 288 parcels of free land. None of that generates any kind of revenue. And to be very transparent, which we have been since day one, the only way Island Oasis makes any kind of money is through sim sales. That is the only way. That's how me and Damien get paid. So, with the freelance, what we want to accomplish is to be able to help everybody on the grid. By staying on the freelance for 60 days, that will help you get your feet wet. That will let you know, hey, I like this community. I like this grid. This is a place that I want to stay. After those 60 days, it's as Damien said in the town hall meeting, it's like the mama bird kicking the babies out of the nest. It's time to move forward because by you guys either buying a region, buying mainland, helping other landowners, support them by renting from them, or being on my staff is helping Island Oasis in a whole. People who just can't do any money and they want to be my staff, not only are you getting a free parcel, which is helping you guys to have a home, but now we have educated, good people sitting at the welcome zone greeting our new members. So it's a win-win for Island Oasis, for the staff, for you, and for the new members. For you guys that want to just rent a parcel from somebody. That's helping Island Oasis because those people who are the landowners are still going to keep their land because they're going to have renters. So they're providing a place for you to stay. You're helping them by being able to afford to keep that land for you to stay on there, which in turn is helping Island Oasis. Ultimately, it just keeps growing and growing. The more people that we have here, the more money that's going around, the more content will be coming in, and the more it's going to help all the members on the grid. Now, for those of you who don't want to buy any regions, don't want to buy mainland, don't want to rent from anybody, and don't want to be on staff, there may be a few people. It's all on a case by case basis where they may rent a parcel to you for free in return for something. Kind of scratch my back, I scratch yours. Or an apartment. I believe there are some people that are going to be putting up apartments, which are very reasonable priced. We have our public regions. Our public regions, if you belong to that group, you can set home there. You can't, obviously, put down a house and a bed and a couch and stuff, but you have a place that you can land as a home position, which again, that will also help Island Oasis and all of its members. Because when people see, say you guys set your home at the social club, people will see that there's people at the social club and like new members that come in. So it won't look like everybody's just gone. Because I see how many people are on the grid, which sometimes I have to remember you guys can't see that. So I'll get an IM once in a while saying, there's nobody here. And then I look at my tools that I have that tells me who's all here and where they are. It's like, oh, yeah, they really are. Yeah, you got to find them. Because I'm not going to give out information. Well, this person's over on that region. I just tell them, nope, they're here. You got to look. So as you can see, by doing this is going to help Island Oasis totally, all around, from the members that don't want to pay for anything, which is your choice, to the people that want to buy 50 regions. It's benefiting everybody. Um, Now I'm going to give you some examples of things just to kind of help put things into perspective. I assume everybody knows what Walmart is, because Walmart, I believe, is worldwide. I believe it is. Nationwide, well, at least all in the US. Wally World, yep. Okay, now take Walmart for an example. What if the content that Walmart sold was, they were contracted by other people? It was their products that Walmart said, "Come on in. You can use, the building, the electricity, we'll advertise for you, we'll do all these stuff, and you can sell all your stuff, and we won't take a dime from you." And the rest of the stuff in the store was just free. Now, if you look at it that way, that's kind of Island Oasis. We provide the foundation. But if Walmart, exactly, they wouldn't be there long, which is a big difference between a closed commercial grid and an open SIM grid that lets anybody connect at any time. We're hosting your things. We're keeping your content safe. We're providing all of these things to you because we are a closed commercial grid. If it was Walmart, Walmart would be out of business, or any business that would do that. I hate Walmart. Oh, Butch does. Or Damien, sorry. Yeah, Damien hates Walmart. I love Walmart, but that's a whole nother story. Just don't wash the underwear. Okay, now I will give you kind of another difference of why having that money generated for sim sales is so important. Second Life. Second Life charges people 1,000 US dollars just to set up a sim, a full sim. After that, Sophia, I believe, is it $295 still, or is it more? I've heard conflicting. It's still $295. So for your full sim, it's 295 US dollars a month. Yep, for the 15K prim, which is the same stuff we offer. Our sims are no different than SL sims. So I'm trying to think of how to say this. I think it's insane to charge that much. I don't think we would even be in business to charge that much. I know when me and Damien were in SL, before we decided to make Island Oasis, we were paying over $300 a month. And that wasn't even for a full sim, because we were renting from somebody else. And there were times, because trust me, we are like everybody else sitting in this room. There were times it was like, okay, we have this bill we have to pay, but we have to pay $300 and some for SL because we're running a business in SL also. So what do you do? And it just got to be insane. So that's why we charge the prices that we do. We don't charge the $1,000 setup fee. You know, that takes about an hour to set up a sim. And with SL, they have a team of people just to set up a sim. So it probably takes them less time. Um, the OpenSim software that we use to set up all of this and to make Island Oasis run is the same software that SL started with. So we are all using the same things. But for us, it is that important for the sim sales and for the money to help to keep IO run, because we don't have the $1,000 setup fee that we can just put that as a cushion somewhere. You know, to have free land, to keep the free land running and the resources and buying the servers and things for that. So as you can see, there is a huge difference in price-wise and things between SL and here, which is why with the freelance, we have to put a limit on it, because what we're finding is a lot of people are coming here, which is fantastic. The growth that we've had is, I can't explain how happy I am. But they're going to the freelance and they're never doing anything else but just staying there. It is not helping Island Oasis stimulate money within the world or to help Island Oasis grow, meaning servers and equipment and things that we need to sustain the growth that we're having. So that is why we are putting a 60-day limit. And I could promise you it has nothing to do with, oh, well, Sugar and Damien just want more money. Because if that was the case, I'm sure we could find a million other ways to do it. This is just to help the grid as a whole, to help other landowners, to help Island Oasis, to help all the members. That is what the change is for. So at this point, I'm going to let Damien and Sophia kind of say what they didn't know I was going to be calling this meeting. It was kind of a Sugar's calling a meeting thing. So it's kind of on the spot for everybody here. So I will let Sophia, if that's okay, I'll let Damien take over for a bit.
Hey everybody. First of all, I want to thank all of you for taking the time to come and meet with us here today. As you interrupted my sleep. You know, we deliberated quite a bit over this decision, but the bottom line is this, and it's just like any other grid, whether you're in SL, in Worlds, Aviation, any other grid, you know, without revenue, there's no grid. I mean, that's just the bottom line. And as much as we would like to, if I had the resources personally to invest all of my own money into keeping this grid running, you know, and if I had it to spare, I'd do it. But the bottom line is I don't. And we want to see this world grow. We're seeing a tremendous amount of community growth. And when I say that, I mean lots of new people joining every day. And, you know, when we first established, we created the freelance, first because we were new and nobody knew who we were. We had to give people a reason to hang around and kind of stick it out here and see if this is what they liked or if what they didn't like. But now we're more established. We have some name recognition. People kind of know who we are. And so we're really ready to take IO to the next level. And so in order to stimulate real growth, and when I say real growth, I mean landmass, sims, revenue, all of that, so we can expand and make this even a better world for everybody, this was a necessary step. So we went back and forth and decided, what is it, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? We weren't really sure. We settled on 60 days, and we're going to see, we'll see how that goes. I think that 60 days is a good number. It gives people enough time to establish, to make friends, because a lot of times, because virtual worlds in general is a social game. It's like social networking, but more 3D immersive. You meet new people from all over the world. You make friends. You talk to each other. You hang out. You interact. And so it's a social environment, really. And so we want to see that. And other planets too, that's right. So we want to see that growth. And so we're hoping that this helps us stimulate that. The implementation of mainland, I think, is going to go a long way in stimulating growth. We had at one point in time here what we called a premium region, which is no longer. And so this is to sort of fill that gap, and I think that that will help stimulate growth also. So that's really all I had. I'm going to turn my mic off, and if Sophia wants to say a few words, she can go right ahead and do that.
There we go, talk button's on. Hi, for those of you who may be new here, excuse me. This year is the year I've had the second annual career day where people on the grid are looking for employees. So I just wanted to reiterate, there's a number of ways to also get currency here on the grid. There are money trees depending on how they're configured. I'm not sure what ages people have it set to, or if the trees that are set for sale are just a single price or a single date, like 30 days or 60 days, but that's always an option. Sugar has a greeter position down there at the Welcome Zone. I have marketing department. We have mentors, so there's places here for everybody, I think, in world to earn your currency in world, because there's a lot of different places where I was talking to a lady, what was it, last week or the week before, she was considering, offering some of her land for free if anybody needed a place to live or stay or something. I can't remember her name, or I'd throw that out. But I know just networking with residents, there's a way to find you a home regardless. Yes, we would like to see you move out and grow as the grid grows and everything, and ultimately that benefits everybody. But I don't want anybody to panic and think you're not going to have a place to stay. I'm sure there's so many different methods, and what we'll do is, as we discover what those are, we'll encourage everyone to send out notices and whatnot if they have things to offer people, whether it's a job to offer people, a position to offer people, a trade or barter. Some people do that, as Damien or Sugar mentioned earlier about trading services for land. There's all sorts of methods. And if anybody, needs help with suggestions, see any one of us. We're always here to help you.
Okay. At this time, what I want to do is I want to open the floor for you guys to ask us questions. Any security jobs or bouncers? Not at this time. The more we grow, the more we're going to need that. We've already talked about having a security team once we get bigger, because we do not allow griefing and things. That's a violation of our TOS. And with us, Palinos, we're running everything on the grid, so we're not going to be able to have time to address all those issues that would be a security issue once we get bigger. So yes, in the future, I see us needing a security team. Does anybody have any other questions that they would like us to answer? There is no stupid question. Okay. Where's the cake? I don't know, Froggy. You cook it. Who brought the alcohol? Okay, let me rephrase this. Do you guys have any questions pertaining to Freeland and the issue at hand? What file type does sound files have to be? Greeter. They have to be what? Yeah, wave files. I forgot about that. Does a greeter, can they have free place to live? The mentors are the ones that are able to get the free land because the greeters do not have a set schedule and they can be there as long as they want or as little as they want. Um, the mentors, on the other hand, they can get paid as a greeter. Yeah, they get paid. All the greeters get paid. So the mentors also get paid, but they also get the free land because now they're required to be there for 4 hours a week. Where with a greeter, you could be there 10 minutes one day and not come back for another week. You know, that that's the difference. We also have, just so all of you know, um, we have a referral program. Um, if you talk to somebody and you pretty much, the best way to say it is you sell them a sim. You talk to them and they're going to go right there. Yep, you know what? I'm going to buy a sim. They put your name in the order form. You get 1,500 Palinos. In turn, you can cash that out. That equals $5 because we don't take a cut out of any money transactions. So for every person that you sell a sim to, and you don't have to be on staff to do that. For every person you sell a sim to, you get $5. It sure does buy a lot of cardboard signs.
Also, too, for people who are landowners, we have the second payments every month, depending on the type of sim you purchase or what type of sim you own. You receive a certain amount in world currency at the beginning of each month. And then we have another program that is unique to Island Oasis. It's called the Cashback Stimulus Program. For anybody who spends 200 Palinos or more in a calendar month, you get 2% of that back. So that's a cash back to you to say thank you for patronizing other in-world merchants. And a Rogue program, what we call Rogue, which is Region Owner Appreciation Gift, for those who own their sim for 6 consecutive months. Depending on what type of sim it is, you have an option at the end of the 6 months. You have an option to for a gift, which can either be a Prim Bump for your sim or a free landscape sim. So those are some all additional perks that our landowners have too.
So, does anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns that they would like addressed dealing with the free land or topics at hand? Okay, again, this meeting was recorded, so we're going to have this hopefully out on our website tomorrow sometime. And we're also going to be posting the town hall meeting as well. I encourage all of you who were not able to make the town hall meeting, watch it at your leisure. It gives a lot of information. If you guys have any questions that you want to talk in privately to any of us Palinos, just shoot me an IM and we can talk after the meeting or set up a different time to talk. Otherwise, thank you all for being part of Island Oasis. Yeah, and have a good night. Oh, Wizard has a quick announcement to make.
I'm going to use voice because it's just a lot easier for me. Myself and Allison, we're looking for a host or hostess for some of our events. Contact either Allison or myself, and we will give you the details and what we're looking for.
Awesome. Okay. So with that, there's lots of things. We're looking for lots of hosts, lots of DJs. There's like Wizard said, with him and Allison, they have their things. Other members on the grid also are looking for the same things. So there is other ways to make currency on here. So if nobody else has anything, then that would conclude the meeting for tonight. Thank you all for coming. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us and we will get back with you.